Christina Red Soul, thanks for tuning into this video. Again, thanks for your support, those of you who've watched my videos and even respond. It brings out a lot of ideas, so I really appreciate when you all do that. This will also be a little bit brief, more than the last video I made, all because of time. But I came across this story about Governor Abbott once again, and now he's going to push of Border Patrol agents to help secure our border. In case you all don't know, you heard what's been happening at the borders with the Haitian migrants and whatnot, and I also did a video on that as well as my podcast. So you want to take a look at the podcast or one of the Rumble videos, just type in Red Soul, okay, and you'll find them. So here's the story. It's quote, "If Biden punishes Border Patrol agent, I will excuse me, I will hire them to defend Texas border." And that may seem like it's going to end up happening. Now, Governor Abbott already set it up where there was a line of cars to block the border after the Border Patrol on the horses, were getting people back and even being accused of hitting with whips and things like that. And brave Border Patrol agent said, you actually use your women. That's why you're failing. And that stood out to me. I had to listen to that several times. And honestly, this is global, especially with black males, and even in this country, the United States. So it was just interesting how they're going to another man's patriarchy from another country. Now, how they came from Haiti to, well, I know where they came. They came from South America. But I know they couldn't, you cannot walk through some of those mountains, especially in a lot of those South American countries like Colombia, because it's just too dangerous. So how they got through like that, I have no idea. But I'm going to go ahead and read this briefly. It's unfortunate that these men are begging for another man's patriarchy and want to live all that. Wasn't satisfied when they were refugees in South America. Now they want to come to the U.S. The story reads, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said during an interview on Sunday that he will hire U.S. Border Patrol agents if they are at risk of being fired by the Biden administration amidst the recent developments at the border. Abbott said on Fox News Sunday with host Chris Wallace that President Biden and Department of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas were in dereliction in duty because they have abandoned any premise of securing of either Texas or the U.S. by having these open border policies. Abbott also said, and if you want to look back, it was on Fox News Sunday, what I just read. I believe you can find the video on YouTube so you can watch the whole video. They also included a whole printout of the conversation, but I figured that would be pointless because you can always go back and look at the video. So he says that's exactly what the Biden administration could do if they wanted to. But he's talking to Chris Wallace. I suspect he's either a liberal or libertarian. I know he's not a conservative. He triggered me when he kept interrupting Trump during the first presidential debate. But I'll continue. It's the kind of thing that Texas is going to have to continue, in addition to other policies that you did not announce, and that is As opposed to catch and release, Texas has imposed a policy where we are going to arrest and jail people who come across the border for trespassing, okay, in the state of Texas, as he should. Later, when asked about Border Patrol agents who rolled up on illegal aliens entering the U.S., Abbott pointed to false claims that have been circulated about the situation. So, and then he goes on to, again, you can see this online, criticizing the Biden administration, to judging them and enforcing about how they enforce their immigration laws, and Democrats' reaction about the Border Patrol with whips. It wasn't really a whip. I don't think that he actually hit them with, but they're making that accusation as well. Okay, and then it goes on, and he just, in short, he concludes, I want them to know something. If they are at risk of losing their job, got a president who has abandoned his duty to secure the border. You have a job in the state of Texas, I will hire you to help secure our border. So we have a governor that's really taking a stand, just like Kirsty Nam with the vaccination mandates. So, I know he's being put first with the abortion laws, now securing our border. So this is the second story I read about that. And pray for our nation. Pray for the state of Texas as we're trying to do things right here. Keep our state strong and red and conservative, because once it turns any other color, as I've told Texans before, they will confiscate your guns. Okay? So, yes, again, this is Christina of Red Soul. Pray for our nation, the Lone Star State, and our brothers and sisters suffering for the sake of the gospel. Bye-bye.